What's up, Dune Gamers? Today I'm showing you my solo setup for taking the PvP dungeons. I like to use the A Dart for Every Man SMG, Shell Burster, Scattergun, which is basically like a shotgun that can light them on fire. It's good for taking shields as well. And then I use the Regis Triple Shot Repeating Rifle, which is probably the best weapon for the bots, AI, whatever you want to call them. This thing absolutely melts them. I really don't use a melee weapon, but obviously if you have a tier 6 melee weapon, that's good to just have in case you do get countered. I usually run anywhere from 60 to 80 bandages. I have about 2,000 heavy darts and then 3,000 light darts, and my gear is, I think, some of the best gear you can get in the game. I have a 1684 armor mitigation, 77%. This isn't good against PvP like blade battles. It's more so good against bullets, and yeah, it's got a lot of heavy dart mitigation, which is good because you're constantly getting shot at, so it takes the bots a long time to kill you. And then for skills, basically, you can kind of switch this up a bunch of different ways. I'm level 178. You can add more points to disruptor damage. You can add more points to scatter gun damage, but this is kind of what I have that works for me. Range damage I have maxed out. Gunsmith durability loss you want maxed out. The abilities, we're going to use Sugarwire Claw, Sentinel, and then I will actually be using an explosive grenade, which you really want this explosive grenade maxed out. I just kind of ran out of points and was lazy, didn't want to respec it. I think this does like 400 damage though, and then if it's only on 2 skills, you get 240, so you get almost double the amount of damage once you have that maxed out. Go through just basically all the other skills. I use Dispenser Dash. Thrive on Danger is very good because once you get under 30%, you get a huge health regen boost. So that's awesome to have once you're in those do or die moments. And then I use Stamina Recovery because it helps the dash recover quicker to get out of like some sticky situations. Mentat, these are my skills I got going on. I really just focus on damage, healing, stamina are the main skills that I focus on. And you can respect this and redo it if it's something that you don't like, you want to test things out, you can respect every 48 hours. These are the ones that you really want to have maxed out: the self-healing, vitality, recovery for passive, and Swordmaster. You could probably increase bleed tolerance to help
Sector
you.
Weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Stamina as well. Alright, throwing us right into the dungeon. This is the first room. If you jump on top of this little ledge right here, enemies have a hard time of getting you, so it's a good spot. Basically what I do is I use a dart for every man to get rid of their shields. Once their shields are gone, then I swap over to the triple shot repeating rifle. A couple shots of that, they die pretty quickly. This gun is amazing. It melts the heavies very fast, as you can see. You can also use the scatter blaster that I have. You can get up close with them. You'll see I get a couple kills with that as well.
Sector Weather alert. A large
Yeah, I would focus basically on the melee guys. Take them out as first because they can trap you in a corner pretty easily. Just keep moving around, dropping down your little drone turret to constantly lay down suppressor fire. Once their shields break, it's pretty easy. Just kind of delete them with the triple shot repeating rifle. And yeah, anytime you feel overwhelmed, just constantly be moving around. Don't get stuck in a corner. You can get stuck pretty easily, and I mean, you'll die very fast. These guys do like a heavy amount of damage, so like you can see, anytime I'm about half health, I try to relocate to a safe spot and put on a bandage. I would try to keep my health as full as possible. enemies that shoot you from a distance, they're pretty easy. You just kind of want to lay down a couple shots with the sniper rifle on them. Since the sniper does do poison damage, if you lay down like a shot here and there, you're going to do damage over time.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
And then the flamethrower heavies, you always want to watch out for those. They will absolutely melt you. So like here, I was like, I'm not in a good spot. Let me relocate. And I think I was just looking around for some loot as well, just to see if they had dropped anything. They don't really drop good loot. Every once in a while, you might get like a tier 5 gun or tier 5 armor. But I mean, it's whatever. I'm trying to get tier 6 gear. If you don't have tier 6 gear doing this, it's definitely going to be a lot harder. You just got to go slower, take your time. And if you don't have these guns that I'm using, I would swap out a Dart for Every Man SMG for the Regis Disruptor pistol. That's great for taking off shields. You really want one gun to take off their shields and another gun to kill them once their shields are gone. But this gun is insane. I mean, I'm running through these guys solo like it's cake. I drop my turret like right in the middle of the room, so it kind of just shoots them all. I don't know who it's gonna hit, but I'm gonna shoot somebody doing some damage somewhere. I'm happy with it. So like here, I got two guys pushing me. Just back up, break their shields, do a couple dashes. Once the shield starts flashing, the shield's weak. Like I could have gotten in a really bad situation there, so that's why I kind of like to go to high ground to a spot where I can drop off and the enemies have to run to me then, so I got time to heal. This spot is great though if you're getting overwhelmed. They can't really hit you, they kinda can, but I don't know, it's a weird, like sometimes you get wrecked here, sometimes you don't. It just kinda depends on where the enemies are. I try to keep my health obviously always full, so anytime I get under half, I'm putting on a bandage. That's why I have so many bandages with me. The heavies, their shields go on and off. Whenever they shoot, their shields go off. That's why I try to break their shields, because if their shields are broken and they can't replenish, it's a little easier. Basically it takes like a mag, maybe a mag and a half from the SMG. Like this guy can't even shoot me up here, so I'm vibing, we're chilling. Always stay behind cover, just in case there's some enemies sitting in a corner somewhere that you don't know about. And don't be shy, drop that turret. I think it's every 20-25 seconds that cooldown wears off, so constantly be dropping that. Aim for headshots. Headshots always do more damage. See that poison damage right there, just took him out. I love this shotgun. That thing's so fun to use, the shell burster. It lights the enemies on fire, so you can, rather than using the sniper, you can get close range with that once you break their shields. It's very good. It's probably really good for PvP. I just haven't ran any situations where I had to use it yet. And the melee guys, basically, if you're not on the ground or if you're in the air, they will pull out a gun to shoot you, and anytime they shoot you, their shield goes away. Sorry about my feisty dog. He didn't like that I was fighting these guys. You want to be attention? But yeah, I like getting high ground always. Then they have to travel up to you if they have like the flamethrowers or melee weapons. And don't, once you start taking burn damage, make sure you put a bandage on. As soon as you put a bandage on, it goes away. And your health, basically, how it works, it needs to regenerate with the bandages. You can probably craft better meds if you want to really help you out in this situation, but they're kind of expensive. I can just go buy from the trader like 1,000 bandages for very cheap, so that's what I usually do. Rather than even going to collect fiber, I just go to the trader and I just buy them. I got 1,000,000 coins, so it's like whatever, it's nothing. So anytime you do heal, you want to let your health basically regenerate back up to full before you fight at discrimination, and I've done this so many times that it's just like whatever at this point. Stop it!
Shields up.
If you're having a hard time, just constantly keep moving, switching it up for the angles to get them. That's a good spot right there. I think it's 3 waves of enemies per room. And you want to move through this as fast as possible because you can get countered at any time. My server, luckily, there's not a lot of people do the labs. So I've gotten pretty lucky. I know some other servers, it's freaking hectic and there's a lot of PvP. I'm honestly switching servers to get more PvP in the labs because I'm just kind of bored at this point. It's the same labs every week. I just go in, get the schematics that I'm looking for, and get out. And I forgot about the scanner to tell you. The scanner is really good. It'll scan for enemies, so anytime there's a water droplet, it'll show you where the enemies are. So if you think there might be real players, you can do a scan and see, just to make sure it's clear. This room, there's 2 snipers you have to watch out for at the end. They will absolutely destroy you. That's why I kind of keep my distance right here so they can't get me. And use your spice abilities. Your spice abilities are great. It actually shows you how much health are on the enemies. You really want to take out this 1 heavy right here. And once you get this 1 heavy down, you're kind of good to move up. Here I just drop back, I heal up. If you are aiming and hit shift, you can easily shoulder swap to the other side. I don't do it enough. I just kind of look over the right shoulder constantly, but it's good for like situations like that right there. Yeah, these are 2 snipers you want to watch out for. It's probably best to just push them and get rid of them. They're pretty weak. It's just they do a lot of damage. I think it's like 1 or 2 shots, and if they hit you, you're dead. See, the shotgun's alright for shields. It takes a while. That's why I use a dart for every man to delete their shields. I'm just waiting for him to shoot me so his shield goes down. Once the shield goes down, then they're weak, they're vulnerable. So that's where you want to capitalize. This chest was crazy. 4 freaking welding torches. I really wish they would drop like tier 6 loot in these dungeons. It would make them a lot more fun, but I don't know. The game, they need to add some updates here. We're gonna start losing a lot of players, I feel like. It's just getting very old and repetitive, and the deep desert loot hasn't been that good. Like, we haven't seen the lock-on rocket launcher yet. We haven't seen the Regis Disruptor Pistol, which is one of the best guns in the game. But hey, I lie. We have seen the Regis Disruptor Pistol. That was one of the first week, I think, but people weren't really doing the dungeons yet. This room is pretty easy as long as you stay back here. Sometimes the melee people will come around the corner, and that's where you just gotta drop back up the stairs and keep your distance. Like right here, we push you, so you drop back a little. This man's got the movement, man. SMG, break the shield, easy. After the shotgun. Boom, dead. That's why I like this combo so much, because it's good for everything. Quit yapping and let you guys enjoy the gameplay. I'll catch up to you in the next room. Alright, this next room can be very overwhelming, but if you get into the spot where I sit, it's very easy, and you just gotta take your time, basically. I'm like, I'm not even gonna mess with any of these guys. I go right up on top here, and you just chill up here, and all the enemies will come to this corner. And yeah, you just take your time and just blast them with the sniper rifle. If you don't have the sniper rifle or the triple shot repeating rifle, I would say just use a regular sniper rifle. That's what I did in the last video. You can probably use like a semi-auto gun too, but this combo just works the best. Keep throwing grenades, dropping down your drone, and you'll be chilling up here. This is the last room. There's basically 3 waves, I believe. And once you get the 3 waves, you're good. Get your loot and get out. Hopefully next week we get some better loot drops and a different dungeon. I'll do a video on it. We just haven't really had any other good dungeons to do. And I always try to do it solo. If you have more people, it's just going to be a lot easier, but more loot for yourself if you can do it solo. Sometimes you get 3-4 schematics, and I mean, you keep all those. You sell like 1 or 2, you make a bunch of money in the player's market, hopefully. Use this little corner right here as cover. Anytime your health gets low, heal up, take your time. I go pretty fast through this, so go slow. It's not a race. But remember, you can get countered, so get in and get out. Yeah, you can bring spice food to like replenish your spice abilities if you feel like you need it. I kind of forget all the time about the spice abilities, so I just use it once. But yeah, that's it. That's how you run through the dungeon solo. It's pretty easy if you have the right setup, good gear. It definitely makes it a lot easier. If not, just take your time. I do a quick scan to make sure no one's countering me here. We're chilling. And I get a pretty good helmet and a good chest plate. And I swap over my Bindu Splint in case there's anyone really sitting at the edge. I can, you know, sprint away, get out. I'm good. Coast is clear. Dip out, get in your Ornithopter, and head back to your base, and you're good. I'll thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Hopefully next week we get some new dungeon. I'll get another upload. If there are any questions, drop them in the comments below. I appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Take care. Peace and love.